Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Zero Hour. You know, the American dream is all but dead. You may have seen the recent poll, which showed that more than half the American people no longer believe the American dream is real. 59% of people polled last June said, quote, the American dream has become impossible for most people to achieve. And more Americans believe that there is, to quote another poll, not much opportunity to get ahead. You know the problem with these polls? They're right. The American dream, if it isn't dead, it's on life support. Here are some reasons why, and here are some things we can do about it. Number one, most Americans can't get ahead financially. That is not an opinion, that is a statistical fact. The number of Americans who qualify as members of the middle class is dropping consistently year by year. And in fact, the median income in this country has actually fallen since the 2008 financial crisis. We bailed out the stock market, we bailed out Wall Street, we bailed out the 1%. The rest of the country is struggling. Part of the American dream used to involve the idea that one parent, it was traditionally the mother, but that was changing, one parent could stay at home and raise the children. That is absolutely a thing of the past, as Elizabeth Warren and her co-author, her daughter, Amelia, documented in their book more than 10 years ago. The increasing number of two-earner families is more than matched in terms of the increase in income that two people bring in by rising costs and things that are vital to the American household, like education, healthcare, and transportation. So, in other words, both parents have to work now just to stay in the same place or even to slip a little further behind. What's more, everybody in this country is going into debt. Debt is increasing, it's skyrocketing. You know where debt is gone up the most and is now the highest? Among the lowest income Americans. They're being trapped by payday loans and other forms of debt. Who is debt free, relatively speaking, in this country? The rich. The rest of the people are falling into what a pair of economists called the debt dependent economy in order just to stay where they are. So we're having to work two parents to try to stay afloat. We're going deeper and deeper in debt, try to stay afloat, to maintain the illusion of a middle class American dream life. And we haven't even begun to talk about student debt. $1.2 trillion. Remember, education was, as one business columnist put it, quote, the great equalizer, the facilitator of the American dream. But now, if you want to be facilitated into the American dream, you have to go deeply into debt and then graduate into an economy that is the worst for young people in modern history. Vacation? You think you can take a vacation? America trails all other developing countries in even offering vacation benefits. And then when they're available, most Americans can't afford to take them because they can't afford the travel. Then what about medical care? The Affordable Care Act increases the number of Americans who have health insurance, but what then? The average medical cost for a family of four with good employer-provided insurance, not healthcare exchange insurance, their healthcare insurance costs, their healthcare and overall costs comes to $20,000 a year or more, of which they have to pay more than $9,000 themselves. What middle class family struggling to get by can afford $9,000 out of pocket in order to receive medical care? Lastly, and as we talk about a lot on this show, after a lifetime of struggling and trying to stay ahead, we can no longer afford a secure retirement. Social Security, instead of being expanded, is under assault, although we're delighted to report that there is more and more effort to expand it because that's precisely what is needed. As we have discussed in this show, there will be and continues to be an erosion of retiree benefits for working Americans. Other Americans are struggling just to get by. We need to expand Social Security. Until we do these things, until we continue to improve the healthcare system, until we expand Social Security and provide real retirement security for Americans, until we conquer the cycle of debt, until we strengthen wages, raise the minimum wage, increase the amount of unions in this country so that people can bargain and leverage for better incomes, we will continue to see this erosion of the American dream. And people, it is already almost too late. So we better get busy. I'm RJ Eskow, and this is the Zero Hour.